Boosie tried to stand up to 50 Cent, but he put a target on his own back. If it was me, I would have just said, "Yes, you are right. That is your father. That is my dad too." But Boosie did not do that, and now he has to deal with the result. 50 Cent does not allow any disrespect, so he answered back with full force. Right now, things are not looking good for Boosie because people on the internet are looking at him in a strange way. The truth is, nobody thought he would support someone who told on others. I told everyone before, people can choose who they want to support, but that does not mean others will agree with them. People are saying others told on someone, but in the end, it is all about politics. At the same time, Lil Meech is stuck in the middle of this big problem. But now, he is finally speaking for himself. The real question is he really listening to Boosie's advice? And is Boosie being fair when it comes to street rules, or is he choosing sides? One thing is clear, Boosie stands with Meech every single day, and he was even ready to fight for him. I understand. You come home from jail, and people expect you to act a certain way. But he might have taken it too far when he went for an interview with Vlad TV. If it was me, I do not know, man. I did not really like how he answered. It looked like he has real love for 50, but at the same time, my answer would have been different. I would have said, "Forget that. That is my dad. Forget everything else. Let us go to war." I do not know what was going on with Meech. Maybe he was just feeling something in that moment. That is my family. I do not care if they are right or wrong. That is my son, and I will always stand with him. Nobody can make me go against my own people. When I saw that, I thought, wow. It really looked like he and 50 had some kind of understanding. But then, more things started coming out about what Meech was saying. He was basically like, "Forget all of you. I am with my dad no matter what." And Boosie was right about one thing. Lil Meech is really stuck in the middle of all this. On one side, he has his father, and on the other side, he has his mentor, the man who helped him get to where he is. But let us be real, he does not want any problems with 50. He was really upset when 50 unfollowed him after his father met with Rick Ross. He even sent 50 a message saying, "Man, they just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram. And now you are working with Skills Baby and Rocket, but I was the one who brought him to you first. You did not even know who he was before that. Now you are mad at me? Man, I would give you the shirt off my back. Man, I cannot believe this. You are acting like I am the enemy when all I ever gave you is love and loyalty. I am human, I have my own problems, but I never turned against you." Lil Meech also talked about his father meeting with Rick Ross, saying it was only about money. Forget Ross, but he gave my dad some cash to help him until our next season started. But all this internet drama had him feeling lost. "Bruh, you know me in real life," he said. But 50 does not let things go that easily. He posted those messages on Instagram for everyone to see. 50 posted the messages with the caption, "What next season, Lil Man?" Fans were shocked and said that was a new low for him. But do you think 50 cared? Not at all. He took it to another level and even joked that Lil Meech was about to join Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, saying, "I will call Mona Scott for him later today." 50 is not taking any chances with the son of a snitch in his circle. On top of that, he might still be thinking about the time his own son, Marquise, took a picture with his biggest enemy, Supreme McGriff. So in 50's mind, he is probably sitting there thinking if Lil Meech can flip on his own pops for some fast cash, what makes me think he won't do me the same way just like Maris did. But even if 50 got his reasons, Lil Me out here stressing heavy boy might go bald trying to keep up with all this drama he out here grinding pushing. Promos on IG just trying to stay afloat real Little Me I. Lil Meech came out and told all his supporters, if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, whatever you are working on, if you want to grow, contact me right now. He is moving differently now, fully focused and ready for anything. The same day he met with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, he made sure the world saw it. He posted the pictures on Instagram with the caption, "Real power moves without the media." And right now, that picture is everywhere. Lil Meech, Floyd Mayweather, and Rick Ross standing together with the caption, "Real power." It was a clear shot at the biggest troll out there. People kept pushing, and Lil Meech was right in the middle of it. stepping into dangerous territory. But he was not afraid. Instead, he turned things up even more. Next thing you know, he posted another picture, this time with Big Meech and Floyd Mayweather. So it looks like he might really be following Boosie's advice. But let us be real, Boosie is not helping himself by speaking like that in his interview. He put a target on his own back by going after one of the pettiest enemies in the game, 50 Cent. And you already know. You already know 50 did not waste a second before clapping back. He went straight to Instagram, posted a clip from the interview, and threw some serious shade in the caption. "I did more for Meech than anybody in his life, Boosie. That is why he is moving like that. If he ever gets locked up, I am the first one he calls. I bail him out every time." But when I saw him laughing at his father's post, I thought, oh wow, he is a snake too. Yeah, he is right where he belongs. And let us be real, 50 is not just saying this to stir up drama. He really did change Lil Meech's life. And he is proud of it. In fact, he believes the real reason Big Meech turned against him is because he was a better mentor to Lil Meech than his own father ever was. 50 did not hold back and made it even clearer in another Instagram post. He said, "I have been thinking, and I really believe Big Meech did not like how close me and Meech Jr. got. I told him I do not want him using any substances, but his father is telling him how he used to take X like it was something cool. I tell him to slow down and stop wasting all his money, but his father is out here bragging about how much he has thrown away. People do not even know. I had to send Meech Jr. to rehab." Russell Hornsby noticed he was completely out of it on set, and then he even threw up during a weapons test. That is when Ian told me he had whippets in his truck. I was like, what in the world is whippets? That is the same stuff they put in BB guns. But to be fair, Lil Meech is not out here acting ungrateful. He has said many times how much he appreciates what 50 did for him. He even shared how it all started. 50 Cent held his first casting call in Atlanta, and my father told me to fly out there so I could meet him for the first time. That is when I actually met 50. Ever met you know everything he tells me stands on it you know, and that's important in life, loyalty and morals, and actually meaning what you say I love that ever since I've known him he's always meant what he says. Shout out 50 fans ain't convinced he still feels the same way, and while 50's son made sure to pop off is telling me. People have been looking at Boosie with doubt over this whole situation. He fully supported that free concert for Meech, even though those snitching rumors were everywhere. And when people asked him about it, he acted like he had no idea what was going on, saying he had not been paying attention to all the talk. But when it came to the concert, he made one thing clear: he was not going back on his word. When asked if he was still going to perform at the Big Meech event, he said, "Yes, I am performing. I gave Meech my word, and I am going to keep it. I gave that man my word," Boosie said. "I do not really know what is going on, but I cannot just walk away from performing because of something happening between him, 50, and everybody else. I made a promise, and I am going to keep it." He made it clear that if real facts came out and he believed them, he would stand on it. But he was not going to back out at the last minute over some drama he had never even heard about. "I cannot just go along with what people are saying," he explained. "I have no real proof, so I am not about to switch up. I gave that man my word," Boosie said. "There was no real proof, no paperwork, so I could not just walk away from him like that. When I promise something, I stick to it. I need real facts before I change anything." He explained that he went down there ready to perform, not knowing about any of the drama until he was already in town buying his outfit. But the surprising part? Boosie has always been one of the toughest when it comes to calling out snitches. Even when there is just a rumor, he usually does not hold back. Just look at how he has treated others in the same situation. When Boosie's own friend got accused of snitching, he did not waste any time cutting ties. In 2023, he went on The Breakfast Club and made it clear he was done with him. "I was my guy, man. I had a lot of respect for him," Boosie said. "But from what I am seeing, it looks like he is talking. So I told him straight up, bruh, I cannot be around that." And that was not even the end of it. Boosie did not hold back after that. When I tried to throw shade at him while talking about his rap career after getting out of prison, Boosie went live on Instagram and called him out in front of everybody. R said he had no plans to keep rapping in his 40s. He claimed, "I am focused on signing artists and running a label. I am not trying to be on stage like Boosie, still rapping at 40 or 50 years old. I want to move like Birdman with my artists." Boosie was not going to let that slide. He clapped back right away on X, saying, "I have not spoken to you in years, and you are still mad about what you did? LOL. I am out here making $150,000 every weekend, selling out shows. You do not even have a rap career, and you never will. And you are right, you should focus on something else." Boosie did not hold back. He called her a clout chaser and tweeted, "Every few months, you bring up my name." Shaking my head. "Stop thinking about me and quit trying to use my name for attention. If you really have something to say, you have my number." He reminded her that he was the same person who gave him a verse and a video for free when he was locked up. "I did not even take the $10,000 you offered me," Boosie added. "This is not earning you any points. Anyway, let me get back to what I was doing." Boosie did not hold back when it came to T.I. When people started saying T.I. snitched on his own cousin, Boosie completely cut ties with him. He was so serious about it that he even canceled their entire joint album just to make sure nobody could connect him to anything that looked like snitching. T.I. was not about to stay quiet. He fired back, saying the whole situation was ridiculous. "Boosie canceling our album and calling me a snitch? That is just crazy," he said. "And by the way, I am not calling him badass at a certain age. You are just too old for a name like that." T.I. talked about something that happened in 2000 when he got caught with a gun. There is even an audio clip where he explained, "I took all the charges so I could walk away free. I put it on him. Of course, I did." When people asked if that was why others were calling him out, he quickly denied it. "No, not at all. Nobody even knew about that," he said. "I am just being honest. That was the only time. I never gave any information on anybody. And besides, that was my big cousin, and he was already gone." Some people believe T.I. is just making things up, but he did say that his lawyer convinced him to give information about Toy, who was actually his cousin. Rest in peace to him. So why is Boosie not treating Meech the same way? Wack 100 thinks Boosie is being selective about who he calls out. He said, "I have seen Boosie talk about Meech's situation, but just like with BG, when the truth comes out, he just ignores it. Honestly, I do not think Boosie even knows what is really going on most of the time." Wack 100 called out Boosie for not keeping the same energy. He said, "Boosie is in a spot where he cannot ignore the truth. If he is against snitches, then he has to stand on that for everyone, no exceptions." Why are you making him face it? Because it is real. You cannot call out some people for snitching and then look the other way when it is someone else. That is being selective, and it does not work like that. You have to stay true to your words, no matter who it is. Say it like it is. A lot of people agree with Wack on this one. Boosie has fans looking at him with doubt from every side. He could have just stayed quiet and supported Meech, but instead, he went and made an enemy out of 50 Cent. That was a big mistake, and only time will tell how 50 will respond. But what do you all think? Will 50 keep taking shots at Boosie? And why is Boosie standing by someone with snitching rumors? Share your thoughts below, and do not forget to check out the next video.